Hey, it's your boy Libra Guy, and today I'm here to talk about how to mind game and loop the Huntress. And listen, this is just a quick tutorial. There's so much to get into it, but I'm just gonna try to keep it sweet. If you find any value or if you have any comments or tips in the comments, please let me know. Like, share, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. Alright, so I love going against the Huntresses. I love going against Bubbas. They are killers that do not give me problems, really, because most of them play the same. But it's also because I know how to loop as well. Looping in the sense of hugging the wall, looking behind me, not just throwing down pads because the killer is right there. And I feel like most Huntresses and most killers really play obvious. Not many people know how to mind game. Although I do go against killers who do know how to mind game, and those are usually the most fun. The Huntress can mind game, and there are good Huntresses out there, but I will tell you this. The main reason why you go down early against the Huntress is because you just throw down the pallet while she's winding up to throw down a hatchet. And there are many streamers that have legacy days hours that does the exact same thing against the Huntress, and they think that she's OP. And to me, she's not. Now, the reason why I'm including this Trickster clip is because I want to differentiate between the Huntress and the Trickster as to why I feel like the Huntress is stronger than Trickster, and she's a little bit harder to go against than Trickster. Although Trickster may have his daggers to expose you and throw at you, it really just depends. Like right now, you see these tiles, I was like those vaults that I was doing. That was pretty easy to, you know, mind game around that. And this bell of hate, it's like a wall. He can't really see around that to expose me with his daggers, right? But in this map, if I was going up against him right around this loop, he pretty much would expose me. But now the difference is, like I said, the Huntress, she only needs 2 hits from you and you're down. Not like the Trickster who needs like a whole lot of daggers. But again, she struggles with this because, one, I know how to loop around pallets. Most survivors would have thrown down that pallet. She probably would have respected it. And most survivors wouldn't mind game. They wouldn't loop around a bunch of times. I see people leaving loops. I don't know why people leave loops. You want to dance around a loop as much as possible. You know, you want to be able to mind game as much as you can. And you don't want to play too obvious. See, like, see how she's winding up? She probably thought I was going to throw down that pallet. That's what a lot of survivors do. No disrespect, but a lot of survivors, they make it easier for these killers, and that's why these killers feel like they can just wind up. I get people in the comments all the time talking about, yo, well, how come this Huntress is not pulling up her hatchet? How come she's not trying to throw it? That's because she's waiting for me, like, and you just seen, she tried to do that, but then she learned that I'm just going right through these pallets, right? And that's the art of mind gaming. It's chess, right? Each move sets up the next. Because I showed her that I'm not going to just throw down the pallet. And there's times I get fancy with it. I'll fake like I'm about to throw down the pallet a little bit and make them kind of back up. And then that's when they can go right into that flashlight blind. You see what I'm saying? That's mind gaming. That's tricky to them. That's tricky to them. It's fun. Like when you mind game and you loop, it's really fun. Because it's like, because one, you have to be very confident. You have to be very confident in your gaming. You have to be very confident in just like your skill, practice, and customs on how to mind game and how to loop. Hug the walls, look behind you. A lot of people do not look behind them when they loop, and then they be like, how come I'm always getting tunneled? You can tunnel me all day. I love it. I love being chased. There's times I will literally get the killer's attention, like, you know, spinning in front of them or jumping, you know, making loud noise. I want that action. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, you have to understand how to play. Look at that. She fell right into it. Now I got value out of that loop. I got value. See, at the end of the day, the goal is to waste the killer's time. I'm not going too far. The goal is to waste the killer's time. Eventually the killer will catch you. The goal is to waste the killer's time so that way your teammates are doing gens if they're doing gens. You get what I'm saying? And again, you see how I'm going back and forth. Look, going back and forth, getting her to think that I'm about, look, she tried to hit me with that. Okay, I'm going left again. You see what I'm saying? I'm going left again a little bit. Now, I think this is what she's going to respect because she think I'm finna throw it down. You see how she bagged up? And she see that I'm injured, so she probably thinking I'm about to just, you know, mind you, I have no perks, by the way. Okay, now some people gonna be like, oh, well, she's a bit, and then as you see, she just left because she realizes she's losing gens. And I protected my teammate. That's the only why I got hit, because that's what you should do. You should protect your teammate, take a hit if you're healthy. But you have to mind game with confidence. Stop leaving loops. Like you see it, like just watch how many times I go around this. Watch how many times, look, she whiffed, so now she's really mad. I understand when I'll be mad too. But you see how I'm mind gaming around that? You see how I'm looking behind me? I'm always trying to keep her in my sight because she can easily double back. You know, double back is basically where, you know, they go to the other way to try to catch you off guard. They'll moonwalk. Like if this was a wall that was taller than what this is, an experienced killer will try to like moonwalk to hide their red stain. You know what I mean? But look, and just because I got injured don't mean you automatically just throw down the pallet, bro. You just have to greet it. And not every killer is the same, right? Because with Bubba's, you have to be careful with, because if you have a chainsaw that goes a really long time, you got to be careful with that, because he'll catch up with that. But you see, I was able to catch up with that stun, right? And you see that he had one gen done, we pretty much got out of that game. This is the same story right here, right? This is that new type of Huntress, right? You see, I see her red stain. She took out the boon. I'm always looking at the wrist. And now watch how I'm curving around this to still keep her in my line of sight. I still keep her in my line of sight, because she could just eat. Now look, she tried to wind up because she thought I was gonna throw down that. I'm not like that. I'm trying to tell y'all how to really do this. And the reason why I feel like I have to make this video is because, dude, I'm watching the streamer, dude. No disrespect to him, I'm not gonna say his name, man, but I'm watching the streamer, dude. You see, I caught up, I caught up with that. You know, she tried to swing at me twice and she missed. But I'm watching this dude that been playing since Legacy days, saying Huntress is OP to hitbox, but I'm watching his style, and I'm sorry, man, but like he needs practice. He needs to practice, dude. And he's been playing this game longer than me. And there's a lot of survivors that have been playing this game a while, and they still just don't understand how to loop. Look how long I am looping. Look how long I'm look. She got it wind up. She's trying to catch me with it. That I'm trying to tell you, dude. You have to. So to conclude this, I'm just gonna end the video like this. And please let me know what you guys think in the comment section. What are your experiences with the Huntress? Can you loop her, or is it a struggle? Please like, share, and comment if you're new. And peace.